Join me as I delve into the hidden history of pagan practices and unveil their ancient origins. Pagan practices have always fascinated me, and I'm sure many of you out there share my curiosity. There's something mysterious and captivating about these ancient traditions that have been shrouded in secrecy for so long. As we explore the hidden history of pagan practices, get ready to uncover the surprising origins and symbolism behind these enigmatic rituals. One of the biggest challenges in understanding pagan practices is that their history has been heavily suppressed and misinterpreted over the centuries. Many ancient texts were lost or destroyed, and the ones that survived were often tampered with or altered to fit the agendas of those in power. As a result, our knowledge of pagan practices is fragmented and often biased, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. Historical records are often incomplete or inaccurate, and many pagan traditions were oral, passed down through generations by word of mouth. This lack of written records has made it even harder to piece together the true origins and significance of these practices. Furthermore, the victors of history, often driven by religious or political motives, have frequently distorted the truth about pagan cultures, portraying them as barbaric or evil. Despite these challenges, historians and researchers have made significant progress in recent years, uncovering new evidence and reinterpreting existing sources. By examining the symbolism, rituals, and myths of ancient cultures, we can gain a deeper understanding of the true nature of pagan practices and their significance in the lives of our ancestors. As we delve deeper into the world of pagan practices, we find that many of these ancient traditions are still relevant today, hiding in plain sight. Take, for example, the celebration of winter solstice, which has its roots in ancient pagan festivals like Yule and Saturnalia. These festivals were originally meant to mark the return of the sun and the coming of longer days, but they were later adopted and adapted by Christianity as Christmas. Similarly, many pagan rituals and traditions have been incorporated into modern religious practices, often without us even realizing it. The use of sacred symbols, like the cross or the ankh, can be traced back to ancient pagan cultures where they held powerful spiritual significance. By exploring these connections, we can appreciate the rich cultural heritage that has shaped our modern world. One of the most fascinating examples of pagan practices is the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, which marked the end of the harvest season. This festival was a time for the Celts to honor their ancestors and the spirits of the land, believing that the veil between the worlds was at its thinnest. It was a night of feasting, divination, and communion with the dead, and its legacy can still be seen in modern-day Halloween celebrations. Another example is the ancient Roman festival of Floralia, which honored the goddess Flora and the coming of spring. This festival was a time of great revelry, with theatrical performances, processions, and sacrifices to the gods. It was also a celebration of fertility and new life, and its symbolism can still be seen in modern-day Easter traditions. However, one key moment in history that stands out as a prime example of pagan practices being misunderstood is the witch hunts of the Middle Ages. During this time, thousands of innocent people, mostly women, were accused of witchcraft and brutally murdered. This dark period in history was fueled by fear, superstition, and ignorance, and it's a stark reminder of the dangers of misinterpreting and suppressing pagan practices. By shedding light on the true significance of pagan practices, we can learn to appreciate and respect ancient traditions, rather than fearing or demonizing them. We can recognize the rich cultural heritage that has shaped our modern world and honor the ancestors who came before us. So, as we conclude this journey into the hidden history of pagan practices, I encourage you to explore more about these fascinating traditions. Check out some of our related videos and let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.